Okay, so this video is for the Jeep Wrangler. It's a 2006, and this arm, when you're going over bumps, whatever, it falls down all the time. And anyways, I haven't been able to find any way to fix it. Finally figured something out, so I'm going to show you how to fix this really quick. Then you take this cover off. It's just 2 screws. So you just pull these guys out. Just a couple of Phillips heads. Okay, gently take this out. Okay, so this is off. Just set her to the side. So there's a spring that goes right here. Okay, and then there's another one on the other side. You're going to want to take those off. And you're going to want to take this whole assembly off and apart. There's a nut on the other side. Let me see, I'll show you. So there's a nut right there. It's a 15 millimeter, or I don't know what it is in standard, but anyways, that nut, you can't just tighten it and make it work. It will lock the steering wheel in place, but it will not help your little falling arm. It will still fall. They don't really work in conjunction with each other in that way. So you want to take that off. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, got the nut off. Now you can just go ahead and pull this arm out. You might have to move it up and down a little bit to get it out. So I've already done it here, but I'll show you. So there's a flat here, flat on the other side, so this thing can only be turned 180 degrees. Now when you start out, when you first have this issue, it'll look like this. So all you do is you pull it out, you turn it 180, and now you can see there's a little bit of thread sticking out, and then you just put it back in. So you might have to wiggle it a little bit and get it in there. There we go. And then you just put the nut back on the other side, wherever that ended up. Okay, here we go. So you just put that nut back on, and everything kind of has to reseat again. So, you know, you're going to have to loosen the arm. You'll probably have to move the steering wheel, tilt up and down a few times to get everything to actually seat. You might think it's there, or it might feel tight, but it also just might not have seated quite yet. So, just going to tighten that up. Or maybe I got lucky and it just went in right in place the first time. So, like I was saying, now that nut locks everything in place. So now I can't move the steering wheel up and down. Doesn't matter what I do with the arm. So you've got to adjust it a little bit more. You have to loosen it up. Right now, though, actually it feels like it was a little bound up, because now it's still tightening. So now it is definitely tight. And you can tell because the arm, yes, I can't even move the arm. It's totally tight. So then you just start loosening it again until either you can move the arm or you can move the steering wheel up and down. So now the steering wheel moves up and down. So then let's see, tighten the arm. That locked it, but the arm won't go up all the way. So I've tightened it a little bit too much. So I'm just going to loose it, probably like 1/8 of a turn. Do this a few times until you get it to where it'll tension up, you know, good. And then put your springs back on, you know, right here, and then on the other side, put the panel back on, and should be good to go.